Hello everyone, my name is Yusuf Edwards, and welcome to part 22 of the American show. Let us begin. So, Alpha Queen was in the living room when his wife walked into the living room, sat next to him on the couch, and said, "You know, I think you would love this." Love what exactly? I'm going to take you out on a date. Would you want that? She says to him, or asks him. He says yes. Actually, I would. What are you thinking? It's up to you. I don't mind. It's up to you, honey. She says to him. After that, she leaves. He turns back on the TV, and for a little while, he watches television. After that little while has passed, or after that little while had passed, he goes to the bathroom. He washes his hands to go eat some breakfast. He eats said breakfast in the office after his butler told him that he was running late and to get there for a big meeting that the Alpha Queen Studios were having. He was supposed to be the first to arrive, but so that's what he does. He gets dressed. After that, his butler, his limo driver, drives him to the Alpha Queen Studios. So he gets to the studio. He opens the door. The meeting has not begun yet because they were waiting for him. The meeting begins as he arrives. He is not that unprepared, but he is unprepared nevertheless. But he shortly thereafter gets the hang of it. He listens to his employees. Of course, they say some valuable stuff. After that, he goes out. After the meeting, they all go back to their prospective jobs. Of course, Jackie or Joey is hosting the American show alone, and he goes to her dressing room to see how she is. He knocks on the door. She opens it, of course, and she says, as you know, he's not doing that well today. I talked to him a couple minutes ago, and he's not doing well, to say the very least. I know. I talked to him a couple weeks ago to just bring him to bring him back to his apartment. And it is the early days of this whole thing, and so it's not going well. I told him that we would bring her back. Well, good, as you always should tell him. It's a good, because we need to bring her back. That's my sister, too, not just his wife. I mean, and a daughter. And we know that my mom too, she's going to be pissed. I wonder who could have done this. Well, he said that it was a big guy and a smaller guy, I guess. So we're looking for two. So are the police trying to help? Yes, of course they are. I told them to help us. But what if it's not enough? Well, I don't think they will. I don't think they did that. I don't think that's the right thinking. What, in my opinion, I'm not trying to tell you what to do, even though I am your boss. In this situation, I am not your boss. I'm a human being, just like you, who have known you since for years. And so therefore, you can think whatever you want to think. But in this case, in my opinion, I don't think I don't think that it's the best thing to be thinking about right now. What we should be thinking about, what I'm trying to think about right now, is to help the police find her and the kidnappers. Putting the relationship and the love that they have together, mending his broken heart, and putting the kidnappers to justice. That is the ultimate thing that we need to be focusing on right now, in this moment. So, that's what you need to be thinking about. Once again, not trying to tell you what to do or anything like that. I'm just saying that if you really want to help your sister, if you really want to help her, you need to first, in my humble opinion, change your thinking also. And she says, I think I have a point there. Yeah, you have a good point there. I'm going to try to do that. Okay, wait. Are you ready for the show? Well, yeah, of course I'm ready for the show. I'm gonna focus on that. Yes, that's good. Now, if you is this going to be too much for you? We can cancel it. No, I don't think that's a good idea. I want to do the show, and I want to do the show right. That's awesome. That's wonderful. So I will leave you now, get out of your hair, so you can prepare yourself. I'll see you after the show. Which I have to leave a little bit early because so if I don't say hi to you, please do not take it personally. I have a date tonight with my wife, and we're going to this restaurant that I really want to take her to. So if I don't say hi or see you later or bye, don't take it personally. I love you. You're my friend, and I don't value you any less. Okay? It's just I have to go. And she said, no problem. You have a date tonight, huh? Yes, it's going to be wonderful. It was a spare of the moment. She just came to the living room and asked me out on a date. It was pretty cool. Well, that's nice. After that, he leaves her dressing room. After that, the show begins. Everything is going well. Everything is going splendidly. She is doing her wonderful job as the host of the American show. Everything is going well. After that, the show ends. He says goodbye to her. Well, the show ends. The credits roll. She waves goodbye, and the show is over. After that, the audience is leaving the studio. He is leaving alongside with them, alongside, of course, Joey, who also leaves. He gets back into his limo to go on a special date with his wife. He makes it to the restaurant a little bit early. His wife is not there yet. He waits for her. She arrives shortly thereafter. They sit down, they talk about life, and they have a good time. After that, he is talking to her like she's the most wonderful thing in the world, as he always does. After that, the waiter, of course, takes their order. He is a nice guy. After that, he, leaves with their order. He, of course, is very polite, like I said before. And for the rest of the half hour before dinner, they, of course, talk for hours. Finally, their food arrives, and they are just having a good time. After that, they eat dinner. They are having a wonderful time eating dinner. And then, after that, the phone rings. His daughter, was having a party at the time of the date. And, she says, "Are you okay? Oh crap, I meant to tell you earlier before your date, but I didn't get the chance to. We're having a party tonight, a house party. Is that going to be cool with you?" "No problem." And then after that, he hangs up the phone, and they continued enjoying their date. After that, they get up from their chairs because dinner has been finished. After they ate dinner, it was time for them to leave. So that's exactly what they did. They left the restaurant. As they were leaving, she says to him, "Well, wasn't that wonderful?" "Yeah, it was. That was pretty awesome." "Thank you, honey." Well, you're welcome," she says to him. And then, after that, they get back into the limo. They were driving back home when all of a sudden a car hit them. Just out of nowhere, a car just hits them, and everybody is hurt. And then Alpha Queen gets out of the car to check on his limo driver and his wife. But everything is going crazy. So and she says she's not okay, and he's very scared. So he calls 911. He checks on the limo driver one more time, and then he calls the ambulance, and then he turns around to check on his wife. His wife is still there. He says, "We're going to take you to the hospital. Don't worry about it." After that, the ambulance arrives. They take her to the hospital alongside Alpha Queen and the limo driver. They are just, they are just panicking. especially him who is like having a horrible situation. He's experiencing a horrible situation at that point. After that, they get to the hospital. He's on his side of the hospital. Well, he's on the hospital bed, just worrying about his wife, and the doctor comes in. He tells him that she's going to be fine and to not worry about it. So that's where we're at. So that's where he's at. He's at the hospital whilst the doctor is telling him that his wife is going to be okay. But what he's more concerned about is him. But what he's more concerned about, Alpha Queen, is his wife and his limo driver. But mostly his wife. She tells him everything's going to be fine, but you need to get his leg checked out. We're going to put you in for surgery. After that, he asked, okay, how long am I going to be out for? You're going to be out for like a while, she says. And but for right now, you need some rest. So the doctor leaves, and he is just upset about the whole situation. This was supposed to be a wonderful date, where we were supposed to go back home and enjoy ourselves. But instead, my wife is injured, I'm injured, everybody's injured right now, and I don't know what to do. I'm upset about all of this. And so he is not happy about this. And so he grabs the remote and throws it at the wall. The nurses come back. The nurses comes in to see what is going on, and then he just cries. The hug, one of the nurses comes up to him and hugs him for a few hours. After that, he falls asleep because he wants to go to sleep. And that was it. To be continued. Well, I hope you enjoyed this wonderful video. And if you did, leave a like, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment down below telling me what you like about the video and or hate about the video. And I will see you, and I will see you wonderful people next time. Bye bye for now.